Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into a story you probably think you know really well. E.B. White's absolute classic, Charlotte's Web, published way back 1952, so that makes it over 70 years old now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But it still feels so, well, fresh and poignant. It's more than just a childhood book, isn't it? It feels like one of those really rare literary gems that somehow just passes through generations. Everyone loves it.
That's right. And what's really fascinating, I think, is how it manages to be so simple on the surface, but also deeply complex underneath. You know, people label it children's literature, obviously.
All right.
But if you look at the bigger picture, it's just this masterclass in exploring huge things: love, loyalty, loss, and just the basic, the beautiful cycle of life itself.
Absolutely.
White creates something that works for, say, an 8-year-old, but it has these layers that really hit home for adults, too. And the language, it's so clear, so evocative. It's actually fantastic for anyone wanting to, really get a feel for English. Shows the beauty of saying things simply.
Yeah, that clarity is key.
Right.
So, okay, our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear then. We want to explore exactly how E.B. White pulled this off. What are those profound, sometimes kind of subtle messages woven in? And why does it keep touching hearts, all over the world, even now? Just a quick refresher for anyone who needs it. The basic story. Well, it starts with a girl, Fern. She saves the smallest piglet, the runt, calls him Wilbur, takes care of him.
A classic opening.
Right.
Right.
Then Wilbur gets bigger, moves to a barn. That's where he meets Charlotte, a spider. But a wise, clever, and incredibly kind spider.
And that's where the real story kicks in.
Exactly, because Wilbur finds out he's probably going to be slaughtered. And Charlotte comes up with this brilliant, really imaginative plan. She starts writing in her web.
The messages.
Yeah, things like some pig and terrific. Just trying to convince the humans that Wilbur isn't just any pig. He's special. He should be saved. We all remember that friendship, Charlotte and Wilbur. But what makes their bond so powerful? It's not just a cute animal story, right? It feels like the absolute emotional heart of the book.
Oh, it's way more than cute. The genius is really in how White shows Charlotte's love.
Yeah.
It's completely selfless, unconditional. Yeah. She doesn't save Wilbur for herself or for any kind of reward. It's just pure, real affection. And a sense of purpose she finds.
Right.
Think about her quiet dignity, how she works so hard spinning those messages, often at night. She asks for absolutely nothing back.
Yeah.
And that selflessness shows this really deep kind of loyalty that's, well, it's bigger than just regular friendship.
Yeah.
It's about finding meaning, maybe, in helping someone else, even when it costs you something significant.
That quiet selflessness.
Yeah.
It really does stand out. And building on that, the book tackles something else pretty huge, especially for kids' literature, the whole cycle of life and death. It's quite rare to see death handled so gently, but also so honestly. How does White manage that without making it, too scary or overwhelming?
Yeah, that's where White's skill really comes through, I think. He presents death not as this terrible final thing, but as a natural part of life's ongoing cycle. Look at Charlotte's own acceptance of her ending. It's not gloomy. There's a sort of calm dignity to it, a quiet grace almost.
That's true.
He doesn't focus heavily on the sadness. Instead, the emphasis is on the meaning found in the life lived and the legacy she leaves behind through her children, her egg sac.
So it's about continuity.
Exactly. It's less about some grand adventure and more about finding profound beauty in the everyday, the moments we often miss. It teaches subtly that every life matters no matter how short. And that gentle way of putting it helps prepare younger readers for something that's just part of being alive, while keeping the focus on love and kindness lasting.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier White's language, simple, clear, and poetic. Can we unpack that a little more? What specifically about his writing style makes it so effective and lasting? Not just the themes, but the actual words and sentences.
Absolutely. White's brilliance isn't just like the words he chooses, but how he puts them together, the syntax, the structure. He often uses these really simple declarative sentences. They state things plainly, almost like a child sees the world.
Ah, okay.
But there's this adult wisdom underneath it all. Think about how he describes the barn. Every little detail, the smell of manure, the sounds, the light, even the cobwebs, which he turns into Charlotte's canvas.
Right.
He makes the setting feel alive. It becomes almost a character itself. You can practically smell that barn. It's that precise sensory language combined with this elegant simplicity that makes it so beautiful, not just easy to read. And that's why it's such a fantastic resource for anyone working on their English, whatever their age. It shows how powerful clear writing can be.
So Putting it all together then, after all this discussion, what do you think is the ultimate secret? Why has Charlotte's Web lasted so incredibly long? Why does it appeal across generations, across cultures, selling over 50 million copies, always ranked among the top kids' books, inspiring movies?
I think it's because it works on so many different levels, you see. For a young reader, yeah, it's a compelling story. Animals, friendship, a bit of adventure.
Hmm.
But for older readers, or on rereading, it becomes this meditation on life, on death,
Yeah.
on the quiet beauty of being selfless. White blends the humor and warmth with these really profound truths, and he does it effortlessly.
Yeah, it doesn't feel forced.
Not at all. And the themes, valuing life, understanding change, the simple power of loyalty, those resonate with pretty much everyone, everywhere. It doesn't lecture you. It just shows you. And it does it with this kind of timeless elegance that, well, it just doesn't get old.
It really is remarkable. So whether you're a parent reading it to your kid, or maybe a student trying to improve your English, or just, an adult going back to a childhood favorite,
Uh-huh.
the book really delivers warmth, wisdom, and yeah, probably a few happy tears too.
Definitely.
It's much more than just nostalgia. It's, like you said, a masterclass in storytelling.
Indeed. And maybe, as we finish up this deep dive, here's a thought.
Uh,
Charlotte famously wrote "some pig" in her web. This book, Charlotte's Web, is definitely some book, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
It teaches us that really big impacts can come from these quiet acts. Kindness, loyalty, just genuine connection. So just like Charlotte made meaning and saved a life with her simple words, maybe think about what some message you, listening right now, are living or creating today. How are your own simple, maybe overlooked acts of connection making a difference? Perhaps in ways you don't even fully see.